contact in the game because that just settles you down a little bit.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Here's Curry. A second chance effort. And it's laid in by Bogut.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now, here is Irving. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Irving, good. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Curry. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Thompson against Bogut. Just 4 to shoot. It's taken away by Smith. Now the feed to Irving. In the corner, it's James. To the inside, Thompson. And it's sent back by Bogut.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. And here's Barnes for 3. And James pulls it down. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Oh, trying for it. Green with the block. Love with a wide open look. The shot no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's Curry. The rebound by Kevin Love. The Cavaliers leading. Here's Irving. In the corner, Smith with it. Great look, but off the mark.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Good on the shot. And this game is tied up now.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
And that one's good, Irving.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
James wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. Warriors shooting 43%. Since taking the floor today. Curry against Smith. The shot. And nothing but air on that one.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Back to Irving. Lets it go from 11, and it's sent back by Bogut. Nobody near Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks, Doris. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Ezeli comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's LeBron. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Hey.
Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Spates the pass to Livingston. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Green comes in for Ezeli, and it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And the wide open shot from Green. True. It from outside. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's James outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
The Cavaliers shooting 43% for the game. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Dellavedova in at the 5. They kick it out to Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got 5.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through. You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Bogut. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Love's check in for Cleveland. So he gets them both. You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Outside Curry. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's a 6-point Cleveland lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
No good from outside. The Cavaliers leading. By 6. Irving kicks to Love. Pass to Dellavedova. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Curry. And he drops that one in. Curry's got 6.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
James outside. It's stolen by Green. Irving against Curry. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 9.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Love with the screen on Barnes. Here's Dellavedova. Soft touch off the glass. Dellavedova's got 4 points in the quarter.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Curry, good.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
And he would
Spacing.
eventually be voted that award.
Spacing.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Warriors trail by 3. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry attacking. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now here's LeBron. On the wing, Irving. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead. Irving against Curry. Now here's Irving. D right on him. And the pass to Love. Let's go. He squares up and sinks it. 1:30 left in the second quarter. From deep. And Stephen Curry another three. Curry's got 17.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Off target is 6th miss and 13 attempts from the floor. Cavaliers trailing. Left side, Love. Steph Curry with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for LeBron. And it's sent back by Bogut. One-on-one here. From deep, Green. No good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
For three, Fry. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Fry's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. It only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Here's Shumpert. Fry at the elbow. Smith wide open. He fires. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far.
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this team put in, making sure everyone is doing their best to limit those turnovers?
I mean, you look at film, but it's just about in-game situations, just analyzing the situation and taking care of the ball. Making sure that you make eye contact with the passes, and sometimes getting a shot up is better than giving it to them. So we got to just look at that and figure it out.
This team made savvy decisions all night, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots, and it's Spates in at the 5. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
But they get it back. Irving, good. The Warriors leading. Curry outside. And another three for Golden State. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Thompson with the bucket.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
It's a pick by Love. A good look from Smith. That's short off the rim. Warriors leading by 7. Fade away. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. 26 points for Steph Curry.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Smith.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound. And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
James dishes to Smith. To the paint. And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
That's good.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Here's the screen. Love can't hit. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And that one's good. 34 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Thompson. Green with the block. Outside Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in there for LeBron. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Spates. Curry's got 40 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today, he's kept his edge. Even though they've been trailing.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the sixth best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Warriors leading by 11. Inside, here's Spates. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. Dellavedova dishes to Mozgov. And Fry kicks to Mozgov. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Clark setting up the half-court offense now.
But, Kevin, that's where they've struggled. I mean, their fast break game has been productive, but in the half court, they've left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, they've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court.
The drive by Green, and that one's good. Green's got 7 points in the game.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Shumpert with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. On the wing, Irving puts it up, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Outside Curry. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so. Fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warriors leading by 15, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Fry in at the 5 spot. Cavaliers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. In the corner, it's James. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Warriors shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Here's Thompson, and James pulls it down. James has got his 3rd rebound tonight. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Spates kicks to Thompson. The dish to Spates. Curry wide open. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Offensive rebound. Warriors leading by 19 points. Iguodala wide open. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Shumpert.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
The Cavaliers trail by 20.
And for Thompson, his 3-pointer was his calling card early on. But I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 51.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken. And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes the...
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Thompson against James. Love, a good look. Again, Love missing. Warriors leading by 22. Curry. The Cavaliers pull it in. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson, a screen on Green. Irving attacking. Warriors with the rebound.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Here's Curry. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I really thought they did a better job, a much better job of getting it inside in the first half. They've got to get back to throwing it in the paint more here in the second.
Let's check in for the Cavaliers. The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The shot by Curry, no good. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The drive by Smith, and he gets it to go.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Warriors leading by 21. On its way from Curry for 2. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Curry's got 59 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Outside Curry. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Shumpert. Charity stripe shot. They get it again. Feeds to Mozgov. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve. And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Stephen Curry. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Into the lineup for the Cavaliers, Mo Williams.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Williams.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here is Curry. From deep three-point range, offline. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the Stephen Curry. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know if there's a fan, but...
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you.